Okay, so we have got Oliver is back with us. Yay! And we have a blooming pedestrian citizen. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I did notice in a previous video somebody left a comment saying she would have been really useful for the photograph mission, which I have already done, so whoops. Right. Let me just hand these quests in a minute. I'll just hand these missions in. Report. Right, that's the photo. Cool. Cool. Give me my money. Yep. Blah, blah, blah. Any new jobs? Right, got the ingredients and the Vista Forest monster, Sunday school lecture, Crone Trail monster. Sunday school lecture. Requested Brian Bracer to come serve as Sunday school lecturer. Excuse me. You will be asked to explain to children about the duties and missions of a bracer. Persons with time, please come urgently to the ruined chapel. Sister Ferdia will explain the details of the job. A dangerous monster has been sighted on the Crone Trail. Bracers affiliated with the branch has to respond immediately. There's threats. Monster has a poisonous tail. Respond monster equipped with anti-venom gear. And Oran monster, Ash Saber has been seen on the Oran Causeway. Bracer affiliated with branch has to immediate threat immediately. Extremely resistance to arts. Respond with physical combat. Okie dokie. Cool. Right. Okay. So, go to the chapel and do the Sunday school thing. Might do the request kind bracer to come to the Sunday school lecture. Person urgently ruin chapel. There we go. Yeah. Let's go to the chapel a minute. Let's go. Gotta remember where it is. One way. It's over here. Sure it is. Yeah. Over this bridge. Over this bridge. In here. Okay. You must be the kids. You must be the sister. Oh my! You here because we saw you? You saw my request? Yes, ma'am. Sure did. It's pretty urgent, right? Yes. Today I'd like to ask you to act as a guest teacher at the Sunday school. How about it? Are you available? Explanation of the job. Yeah, go on then. Yeah, I can do it. I'm not super confident, but I'll give it my best shot. Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I had asked a bracer named Karna to be the guest lecturer, but she suddenly had to leave for guild business. It put the church in a fix, and I was very disheartened. I see. So that's why it's so sudden. So, what should I do? First, come to the side room. I'll explain what I'd like the class here. Okay. I see. Okay, yeah, I think I get the gist. Start with an explanation of the guild, move on to an overview of the bracer job, and last but not least, answer the kids' questions correctly, right? Yes, that will be plenty. If you'll excuse me, I'll be back. I'll go back to class. I'll call you momentarily, so please wait here. Fair enough. This is going to go really well. Still, truly the world is a strange place. Oh, for once we agree. I was just thinking that myself. What's up? Is there something on my face? No, but not even I could have predicted this. To think the day would come when Estella would take the altar. It sure is a big surprise, isn't it? It just means that a certain girl famous for skipping Sunday school has grown up well, I guess. Oh, Estella, your mentor is so proud. Well, that's sure nice to say, I think. Sure, I'm not super confident, but I should be fine teaching some kids. I hope so, but well, I'll be relaxed until it's over. What are you going to do, Oliver? Well, I have little to offer you. I have my full attention and support. The class should be well visible from the second floor here, so I'll watch from there. Ooh, nice idea. I should take a ton of pictures. Please don't screw anything up, you two. Kee. Okay. Now then. Everyone, we're going to have a guest teacher for the remainder of the class. They've taken time out of their busy schedule to come to speak to us, so don't be rude, okay? Okay! Alright, come on out. Oh, God. Miss, who are you? I was just going to introduce myself. Give me a sec. Alright, well, hello. I'm Stella Bright. I'm still pretty new to this job, but I'm what we call a bracer. What? You're a bracer? No way, that's so cool. How old are you, miss? No, we'll have time for questions after. First, let's have a guest review what we've already gone over. If you wouldn't mind, Mrs. Stella. I guess it's like multiple choice or thing or something like that. Ahem. Okay, is everyone ready? Let's go over today's class real quick. Class begin. About all bracer activities. Choose the correct answer and guide the special class to success. This is gonna go so well. First, let's talk about my job as a bracer. So, a bracer is a specialist at investigation and combat. And our main duty as a bracer is... The bracer's main duty, security of the nation's borders and maintaining public order, protection of the peace and chivalry of local regions, discovery and sealing of ruined relics. Maintaining public order, protection of the peace and citizenry of local regions, security of nation's borders and maintaining public order. I think we're going to go with option 2. It's 1 or 2. Discovering and sealing ruins and ruined relics. No, protection and peace. Protection of the peace and citizenry of local regions. Yeah. Protection of the peace and citizenry of the local regions. We don't just slay monsters and prevent crimes either. Bracers protect goods in transit and even look for lost items. We help in a variety of ways. Alright, that was perfect. Bracers are broadly divided into groups, senior bracers and junior bracers. Those junior bracers are what you might call trainees, and by successfully completing missions and training hard, they eventually earn a position of become a full bracer. But even once you become a full bracer, you're further divided into different classes. We call these ranks, and each rank is assigned to us in accordance to your experience and success. It's letters, isn't it? Yeah. 9 ranks. Yeah, 7 ranks from G to A, 5 ranks from basic to high, 9 ranks from 9 to 1. It's letters. There are 7 ranks from G to A. These are the only formal ranks, and when a bracer is close to being promoted, a plus is added to the said rank. Furthermore, there's also an S rank, but it's kind of an unofficial honorary rank given to persons who have performed exceptional deeds. So, publicly, A rank bracers are the highest bracers in the guild. Yes, I'm killing this! Alright, let's talk about the organization that manages bracers and... Let's talk about the organization that manages bracers, the Bracer Guild. I think you've learned this in class, but the guild operates not just in the Liberal Kingdom, but all over. This global organization was established about the same time as the Orbital Revolution, which was... I think it's not 10, because Stella wasn't alive. No, Stella wasn't alive during the Orbital Revolution. I want to say 30, but I think that's wrong. I think I've got a funny feeling it's 50. But I'm going to say 30. Roughly 30 years ago. Oh, that's wrong. More recent than you think, huh? Nope, should have been 50. They're so not buying this. Nope, should have been 50. Damn. So, next we'll talk about the guild relationship with foreign countries. At the moment, the guild has branches across the entire continent, but the reason the guild has been able to expand to this level is because it is a non-governmental organization with no ties to a specific nation. But even within its practical activities, the guild has a lot to think about. For example, they have to keep promises to prevent them from ending up opposed to nations. The most famous promise relates to that is Non-combat agreement with national armies, immunity of nobility, royalty, non-interference with state powers. Oh god. Again, non-combat agreement with national armies, immunity for nobility, royalty, non-interference with state powers. I think it's 3. It's not it's not 2, definitely not. Non-combat agreement with national armies. What is the most important agreement the guild has to keep with the nations it works in? I don't think it's non-interference with state powers, because well, look at the coup, for example. When there was enough, look at part 1 of the coup. When there was enough, with enough proof, bracers could step in and go, no. Non-combat agreement with national armies. Again, that's really questionable as well. Oh no. Non-interference with state powers, non-combat agreement with national armies. It's 1 or 3. It's definitely 1 or 3. Non-interference with state powers or non-combat agreement with national armies. I think it's 3. Let's try 3. The agreement of non-interference with state powers. In other words, no sticking our noses into state affairs or systems. Problems within national boundaries are ultimately something for the country's people to think about. Commenting on or interfering with this kind of thing is against international rules. Yes, nailed it. Okay, that was good. Ooh, Guild uses a lot of methods like this to separate its duties from a nation's. Of course, not everything's always solved so simply according to these codes, so sometimes in emergencies you can end up in situations that are contradictory to the code. But in times like that, bracers are asked to put one basic principle above all else. In other words, we bracers in all situations should prioritize the decisions of the government, prioritize the safety of citizens, prioritize cooperation with the army. It's citizens. Prioritize the safety of the citizens. If you think about this first and foremost, then you'll naturally be guided to the correct action. Well, sometimes when you try taking actions, you'll end up with a whole bunch of other problems, but becoming something like that is part of the job too. Yeah, that's a good summary. And that pretty much sums it up. How was it? Does everyone understand? Oh, that ends the first half of the class. Yeah, she's working hard. Just when did the girl actually sit down and study all this? I'm impressed. Alright, that's all. It's the time you've all been waiting for. If you've got anything you want to ask our guest, go ahead and raise your hands. Please, Mrs. Stella, carry on. Sure thing, leave it to me. Who's ready to get their questions answered? Q&A time. Any question goes. Select the correct answer to overcome any risky or questionable questions. Ooh, pick me! She got a lot of energy. So what's your question? When can you become a bracer? Well, can you become a bracer? Well, to become a bracer, you first need to become a junior bracer. You can become one of these if you pass a test, but to take the test, age equipment. 16, isn't it? I think it's 16. I think Estella was 16 in part 1, wasn't she? Required to be 16 or older. Of course, even if you pass the exam, you don't instantly become one. For a while, you'll receive training under the guidance of an older bracer. Once you've gained enough experience, there, you finally become a junior bracer. Perfect answer. Okay, so you got to be 16. Okay, got it. Thanks, miss. Excuse me, teacher. May I ask a question? Fire away. Do you gotta beat up monsters no matter what? Some of them are really cute. That's a good question. How to respond to monsters is tough, but in general, just based on appearance, to beat them or defeat them, obviously. Prioritize the client's intent. Defeat them, obviously. Prioritize client's intent. How do you decide to respond to monsters? Judge based on appearance, defeat them obviously, prioritize client intent. Is this a trick question? Is it a case of, yeah, you just beat them up anyway? How do you decide to spar the monsters? To judge by appearance, prioritize client's intent. Yeah, prioritize client's intent. There's no absolute right answer when dealing with monsters. It really depends on the situation. So if the client doesn't demand our extermination, we may sometimes let them go. It was kind of a tricky question, but it looks like I was able to answer it perfectly. Phew. Oh, okay. May I ask a question too? Sure, go for it. There was a case a while back where the Sky Bandits attacked an airliner. Was it the Royal Army who arrested the Sky Bandits then, or the Bracers? I mean, the disappearance is liberal. Once we finally arrested the Sky Bandits were Bracers, Royal Army forces, or the Royal Guard troops. Oh god. Who did arrest them in the end? Because we beat them up, but who turned up and took them up? It was the Royal Army took them away, didn't they? Yeah, it was the Royal. It was the army that came along and took them away. Oh god. Who arrested the Kappa gang? Yeah. No, it wasn't us. It wasn't the Bracers. Oh no, which... It wasn't the Royal Guard, was it? No, I'm sure it was the Army. It wasn't the Guard, it was the Royal Army, the Royal Guard troops, the Royal Army forces. Was it the Guards? I think it... I'm gonna go with the Royal Guards. The Royal Guard troop. Nope, no it wasn't. Actually, no, I don't think there was any of the Royal Guards there. Sorry, my memory's kind of vague on it. Anyway, the Bracers and the Royal Army Incorporated snuffed them out in the end. That's right, the Royal Guards came from yeah, the Royal Guards came from Mayor Dallimore, not the Sky Bandits. Okay, so the Royal Army and the Bracers work together. That's cool. Can I ask something? No. Sure, go ahead. I'm actually studying for entrance exams, and just forgot this, but which of the three principles of the code is the protective duty of the citizens? Gah? How come I supposed to remember something like that? Wait a second. The protective duty of the protective duty to civilians principle. That's... good God, which principle is the protective duty to the citizens? Wow. That's just a guess. I'm guessing probably 1. Good protection 1, I think. Huh? Was it? The principle was basic ideology. Oh, really? I'm sorry, I knew that answer. The protective duty to the citizens is the second principle. I'm sure glad you know. That was so embarrassing. Thanks, mate. So, no more questions? Okay, I've got a question then. Go ahead. So, it doesn't have to do much with class, but when the mayor was arrested, the Queen's airship came, right? How big was the airship? I knew there'd be one. There's always one with some weirdo question that's nothing to do with anything. About the Queen's airship, do you mean the Azealia? Yeah, that's the one. It looked real big, but I wonder how big it really was. The Azalea's size? I think I've read about that in the book before. Ha! Can't remember. Stop. No. Hey, no. I think it's one of these two. It was a big airship. I'm gonna go with the biggest. I think an overall length of 42, or if I remember right. That might not be exactly precise, but it should be close. Wow, that's huge! Thanks, Mrs. Stella. Yeah, any more questions, children? If not, then I believe that's all for our guest speaker today. Everyone say thank you to Mrs. Stella. Thank you, Mrs. Stella. Bye, kids. I didn't do too bad there. Thank you for your time. I knew it. Oh, thank you for your time. I knew you were quite busy. The children were overjoyed. Thanks. I was pretty nervous before I did it, but if I had fun, then it was worth it. I do apologize for cutting things short, but I have more classes, if you'll pardon me. Should the chance come again, I would love to have you back for another talk. Sure thing. Seems you managed just fine. Somehow. No need to be so humble. I finished your performance. You were a fantastic teacher. Oh, come on, really? That made me think about just how much I don't know. Every time they asked for details, I started to panic. Well, just make sure you work hard from now on. No one's going to trust a bracer who doesn't even know the code. Yeah. I'll keep working on it, I promise. Yay! Nope. Oh well. That was... Right. Okay, now I think... we can move on to slightly more important things. Right, that's the Vista Forest monster. That's the Crone Trail monster, and that's the Oron Causeway. Right, so... Right, the Vista Forest is... I think the Vista's this one. The Crone is this one up here. And... what was the other one? Oh yeah, Oron Causeway. That... I think... Whoops. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Where's my map button? There it is. I think it's this road down here. I think it's the road past Air Lytton. Or... could be this road up here. Could be the kill. Could be the... don't think... could be the road to the academy, but I don't think it is. I think it could be this one down here, or it could actually be the road on the other side of the Crone Pass. Can't remember. Can't remember which route that is. Okay, but the next thing we've got to do, looks like we've got a load of monsters to beat up. And our overall destination is the Academy. Went over witnesses in for the guild. Seems like Wet Shadow's flying towards the Academy. To confirm this, we're headed to the Academy. Right, this is that stupid ingredients one that I'm pretty certain I'm going to skip. Because they want everything that's not on this list, and that's just annoying. So yeah, I've got some monsters to kill. Sabres beside him in the Oron Causeway. Yeah, that's probably what I'm probably gonna go off doing those in the next few episodes, because I've been recording now for a little while. Yeah, so next time I'm going to be taking my merry band of adventurers out for a little walk. We're going to go mooching places, I think, looking for monsters. So I will see you all next time. This is CPU signing off. Have a good day. Bye.